Hello everyone and welcome to the Stormgate launch edition. Hope you are enjoying it. This is gonna be a short and simple guide for Infernals against Vanguards. Of course I've only played for a few days, but in that time I've gotten a general idea, especially against the Hedgehogs openings, which are pretty popular at the moment. So I'm gonna show a simple opening against Vanguard in general, and especially how to use it against Hedgehog openings. So I'm just first gonna show you the opening and then I'll show how it plays out in our replay. So of course first we use all our imp charges and we use our effigies to work our way to our expansion. And my immediate goal is to do nothing at this point. I'm going to go up to 12 imps on the Illuminate Mine first. And this is so that I will be able to pull 2 of the imps, which is the mineral boosting trick, which is gonna give you more income. So you already at this point, while you are waiting for the 12 imps, you can select and group 2 of the middle imps that are mining. Now that we are up to 12, I'll take these 2. Send them out so that I have 10 on the 10 mining. They will be mining more efficiently. So I'll make a vault, and then with the other imp I'll make my shrine, the expansion. Then next imp I will rally straight into minerals, I mean Therium. I want to keep this sweet 10 on the mine as long as I can, because they will be mining more efficiently like that. And next one I will be building a conclave with. The reason I don't mind building the conclave a little later is that my first priority is going to be making the Plague Axis upgrade, which means I'm gonna need 50 Therium for that. And that takes a while, so there's no reason to rush this out. And then once the Iron Vault finishes, of course, we'll make one scouting brute. I'll just split it. You don't necessarily need to split it, but I'll just do it for fun. Now that we have 2 workers here, I think I'll go to 3. And then we will rally that there as well. And then we'll take our 3rd base. Okay. Well, it's an AI, so this doesn't mean much, but basically, yeah. Now we can get our, what was this? Ritual chamber on the way. And now we are basically just building economy while waiting for the first Stormgate. I can get more production at this point going as well. And let's make a farm next to them. Shrine building on the 3rd. So I'm just investing into the future while waiting for the first Stormgate. But basically, this is the basic opening. But if you're playing against a Hedgehog opening, they actually hit you much faster than that, and you need to adapt a bit. And basically you're delaying units until you need to make them. So if someone attacks you, of course you make units then. So now that I've shown the opening, I will show you how that actually shows. And of course, once the Ritual Chamber finishes, we'll get the Plague Axis, aka Soul Brand Chakrams right away. And now we'll be able to make a fair bit of units in time for the first Stormgate as well, if he didn't get attacked. And if the opponent instead of Hedgehogs is going for Exos, then you are going to need fast miasma, like that should be your priority. So you're going to need fast tier 2 for that as well. Anyway, that's the basic opening. It's pretty cool for tech and economy. So now I'm gonna show you how it works in a replay. This should work. I'm pretty sure this was against Hedgehogs, so let's see. And you can do this on all 3 of the maps. I have been doing it. So, doing the exact same opening here. Gonna be going to 12 workers. And then I will be pulling 2 imps from the middle, leaving 10 on the mine. So I already have the 2 imps here on a control group, so I will be easily able to build them, pull them out without wasting time. Here we go. Making the vault here, and the other imp is gonna be making my shrine here. And the next imp is gonna get right to my Therium, I believe. There we go. And the next imp is going to be making my conclave. I can speed up a bit now. And the opponent is indeed going for a mech bay, so we're going to be having hedgehogs here. And the next imp is going for my expansion. There's a scouting dog coming. And in my experience, what I've seen so far, if there's a dog, there's a very good likelihood that they are going to be going for hedgehogs. So it's kind of like on free scout if they do that. And the first one is already on the way. Okay, now we make our ritual chamber with the first 50 Therium. And now we are seeing that they have hedgehogs, so that means we are gonna have to defend against that. And how you want to fight it here is basically holding the ramps. This is a bit hard map to defend, but it's what you gotta do. And also a shroud stone here on this specific map can be useful for defense. But yeah, they can come from 2 spots, that's unfortunate. I picked the wrong one. So I'll be defending on this ramp here. Like I want to push them back here and then don't chase them down so that you can use the line of sight.
Dimensional rift detected. A Stormgate will activate soon.
And then the next priority is going to be getting weavers. Tribute pyres are extremely good defense against hedgehogs because they have kind of a burst damage and they are wasting it on the gremlins. And you most likely will not be able to contest the first Stormgate, but of course, depending on the situation, you can always try to. And we have the plague access almost finished. I'm just making more units and trying to hold around the tribute pyres. Yeah, now I can apply some curse, which is nice extra damage. And since I have 3 bases, even though I'm not taking good trades, my economy is a lot better, so that's fine. And yeah, he's going for that. I'm like, okay, he doesn't have that many units here and they're already damaged. Maybe I can go for it and try to get this, or at least stop him from getting it. It usually won't work, but no harm in trying. Just have to be careful to not overcommit. With curse you can kind of pop, but now that I see that he has some reinforcements here, I'm just backing off because I can't beat this many hedgehogs. But yeah, meanwhile we have been building Therium for our weavers, and once those are out, you are going to be pretty much fine against this play. You can start capturing hedgehogs, and also their transition is usually going to be to Vulcans, which are already countered by your weavers as well, so you'll just want to be making more Gorns and more weavers, and of course a few brutes to tank as well. And then you can add Hellborn, etc. as well. Of course, if you see any free units, go for it. But yeah, at this point I have very nice economical lead. And as usual, you should always put these tribute fires on defensive position because they buy so much time against hedgehogs. Losing one of these is like nothing. And it gave enough time for my army to again appear. So that was already a good trade for me. And he wasn't able to do any damage. So you can see the basic armor composition working here. And of course, down the line I get my brute upgrade as well, but it's actually a pretty low priority for me.
Dimensional rift detected. A Stormgate will activate soon.
So basically, if you can deal with the early hedgehog harass, I think you should be very easily, well, I wouldn't say very easily, but you should be able to win with this kind of approach because your economy is going to be so much better. You have like a natural counter when once you start getting weavers out.
A Stormgate has appeared.
The only thing that might catch you by surprise is an air transition, where there's like suddenly helicarriers because Infernal doesn't really have any ground-to-air anti-air, so you're gonna need some flyers against that. Or that's why I actually prioritize Sky Hunters when they show up in the Stormgate, because they're gonna help with that possibility. So you're gonna be safer if you pick those. So yeah, that's pretty much how the build works. I hope I was able to illustrate all the key points. Adding 2 Twilight Spires just for that occasion. The possibility of air. And it's usually a good idea to open this path so that your larger units can move more freely on the map as well. To the Stormgates. And another thing that I like to do is use these tribute fires to spread out from my bases. So like I can actually start approaching the enemy base, because otherwise you won't be able to make permanent shroud here. So I think this is usually a very good idea. And yeah, like I said, Vulcan is usually the transition, but when you already have weavers, that doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, that's how I would approach this matchup at the moment. I hope this opening is going to be useful for you, and also showing how to play against hedgehogs in general. I'll be going for a few days, but you can usually find me live on twitch.tv/flibuster. Link in the description. And for now, welcome to Stormgate, and hope you enjoy your time with Infernal. Peace out.